If you're not into talking about composted manure, I totally understand. I'm a city girl. I wasn't into manure either. I never used manure in my little gardens when I grew them in the backyard, and I grew a lot of different things in those little gardens when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, all the way up till I got married at 24. Then I quit gardening for a while. Not long. But anyway, back to getting way off track when I haven't even started yet. Forgive me. So let's see. This video is about manure. So it doesn't smell. You can buy it in 40-pound bags, probably from your garden center. And the fact that it's been composted, it looks just exactly like potting soil to me. But it has all these nutrients in it because it's composted manure. So it's got what it needs in it for your plants. It doesn't burn, as far as we've ever seen. It doesn't burn, so you don't have to worry about getting too much fertilizer or not diluting it enough or not spreading it out thin enough or not watering it or whatever you have to do with fertilizers. I've never really ever used chemical fertilizers, just out of stubbornness, I guess. I'm not real sure, but we had really nice gardens with composted manure. So having said that, that's your introduction to composted manure 101. What we did, and I was a rookie when it came to this, but we were just making our own way. What we did is we would hoe the row and make a little, drag the corner of the hoe down the row to put seeds in, like carrots or green beans or beets or what have you. And in the later years, like I had said in the high density gardening video, we would make the row about yay wide in the later years. And I put 3 or 4 or 5 green bean seeds side by side in a row, or you can do the beets that way. You can make an 8 or a 10-inch row and just drop them shoulder to shoulder. The beet seeds I would put yay far apart, 4 or 5 or 6. You could put them shoulder to shoulder in the row, and then go down and do that again and do it again until you get to the end of the row, and you're getting at least quadruple. I'm getting off track. Anyway, back to the composted manure. You make the row wide enough to accommodate however many seeds you want to put in them. The beet seeds I'd put, an inch and a half or 2 inches apart, and the green bean seeds I would put 2 to 3 inches apart, yay wide, 8, 10, 12 inches wide in a row. If you want to do high density gardening, if you don't, that's fine. That was what we did in the later years. Anyway, so you make the row and you pull the dirt back a little so that you can pull the dirt back over top of the seeds in a minute. And we just took a plastic cup from 7-Eleven. And there's another company I'm naming, breaking my rule, and put 2/3 of a cup or so, scoop it down in that 40-pound bag and sprinkle it either underneath the seeds or on top of the seeds. It mattereth not. Just sprinkle some of that composted manure. It doesn't stink. It's not nasty. It looks just like potting soil, and it's going to be darker than your soil most likely. And just sprinkle it in there with the seeds, and then cover that up however deep you need to for the depth, for the size of your seed, a little deeper for bigger seeds. We planted our green bean seeds about yay deep. I don't know what it calls for, but we went about 1.5 inches deep with green bean seeds. Carrot seeds, you just want to lightly cover them with a little bit of dirt. So you got your row, got your seeds, you sprinkle them with composted manure, then you take the soil that you pulled back and pull it back on top of the seeds, tamp it down with your foot. You can water it if you want to. If the ground is moist, you don't necessarily need to do that. You can just wait and let Mother Nature water them when she's ready. But tomatoes and green peppers, we dig the hole for the plant and put the composted manure right in the bottom of the hole, about yay deep. And then put the plant in, and then draw the soil back up around the plant. Tomatoes, all of you probably already know, tomatoes you want to plant them deeper, not green peppers to my knowledge, but tomato plants you want to plant them deeper than the first little set of leaves. The first set of leaves looks different than the other leaves do. And so the first set of leaves comes up and does this, and then the tomato plant grows up out of the middle, and the other leaves are shaped a little differently. So you can either snap those bottom leaves off or leave them be, but plant to where the next set of leaves are, deeper than the first set of leaves. Tomato plant, because that whole stem up to the next set of leaves is going to sprout roots out the side of it, and you'll have a better, more stable root system to your tomato plants. You didn't need to know that, I'm sure. A lot of people will prune their tomato plants from what we've heard. Once we got in the country long enough, we understood that people prune their tomato plants to get more fruit, bigger fruit on them. We never pruned ours, and some of our tomato plants got to be, I think they were 8 or 9 feet tall. They were amazing. So, having said that, if I ever get a camera and I can be strong enough to get out and garden, then we'll have some fun videos. But composted manure, if you don't want chemical fertilizers, it doesn't burn, it's easy to use, it doesn't stink. And this has been 5 minutes and 38 seconds, so I think I'm going to quit. Thank you.